Hello everybody, hope everyone's alright. A big shout out to you all out there who subscribe. Thank you very much. Love all the comments and that's nice. It's nice. Appreciate it, by the way. Loads of love. Yeah, so what's been going on? As Joe's just getting on with this thing, by the way. All those who love and support him, appreciate it, it means a lot to me. There's nothing better than walking through your own city and getting stopped and saying, what, it's inspirational what you're doing for your kids. I feel like I'm walking in the shadow of my brother because it's not about me, it's about him. I just love the fact that people love how we can bring some joy and some happiness into their lives. A little smile. He's innocent, isn't he? That's what it is. He's innocent and he's doing okay. He's just cracking on with his life. I've just kind of took a little bit of a step back, give him a bit of space. I think that's what he needs. Give him time to think and reflect on what he wants. And then, he'll soon get back to who he is. But anyway, so what's been happening out there in the land of social media? I don't really get on here and do these videos much. Like I said in a few videos back, I feel a little bit awkward sitting in front of a camera, just on my own, talking to this. I can see myself, you see. All right there, lad, how are you? You're all right. I start doing some impersonations. I haven't really got, many people I can impersonate. Like, when I was Sean Connery, hello, Miss Moneypenny. It's marvellous. That's about as good as it gets to me. Still on. Hey, yo, Polly, go tell your sister, Polly. Hey, yo! Right, I'll tell you what, right, I was banged up with this kid called Paul. I can't really mention his name because you might watch this, it'd be a bit slight. Right, I was in HMP Stafford. Now, HMP Stafford is the bottom of the barrel for prisons, right? Can't see. It was the worst jail I'd ever been to. It was horrendous. It was a 23.5-hour bang up, Nick, if not 24, if you were really unlucky. But yeah, it was on F-wing, gets there, nightmare of a jail. You've got to go up levels before you can get off F-wing and go to what they call normal population, where you can start getting a little bit of association and mingling with other people and getting a bit more freedom. You haven't got the opportunity there either back then to wear your own clothes. It was all prison grip, and now cat sees you can kind of tend to wear a few bits and bobs of trackies and look a little bit more civilian. But no, it doesn't work like that there. It was like a really hardcore jail. And I remember being banged up with this kid from Newcastle. And we used to throw lines out the window. We used to have these girls coming up to the wall and shouting up, hello there, Scout, say something. Little Saxon bird. How are you doing? Say something there, Scout, say something. They just love you shouting. I don't know what the fuck to say. I just shout chicken wings. And they just burst out laughing. They'd love it, you know what I mean? Turkey burgers. What's happening, girl? And there was we used to get parcels, you see, because you could throw parcels. You could get parcels over the wall in there because it was right in central Stafford. It was right in the centre of the city. So I'd bang a line out. I was a belter fisherman. I could get the parcels in all day. So I'd be getting other people's parcels, and I never had no visits. No one ever come up to see me. So I wasn't that lucky. But parcels would come and I'd get them and I'd get a little bit of grip off them and, be flying. So, this one night, these girls had turned up and banged up with this just Geordie kid and they're shouting out the windows, say something, say something. The usual chicken wings and turkey burgers and now then and laughing and sweet. And, the Geordie kid and the pub was going, how are you, man? Tell him to send us the knickers up, like. I was like, send the knickers up on the line. I said, lad, I can't. He said, get girls, do us a favour, right? Send us your knickers up on the line there. And I'm like, oh no, I can't do that. I can send you my bra. I said, look, poor lad, he can send, they said he can, oh, how are you, man? I'll have the bra, like. I banged this line out and I pulled this bra in, right? I swear, right? It was a piss-stained bra. It was yellow, under the armpit. It was a minty one, proper strampy, scruffy bra. I don't even know what we were going to do with it once we got it in, but we got it in, right? And this Geordie kid put it on. It was just like, we were just having a, we were laughing. I mean, I've never screamed so much in my life, we're on the floor rolling around. He's got this bra on and he's bouncing around the back going, "How are you, man? I'm looking like Pamela Anderson, like." And I was just laughing, and he threw his top over it. You know, was there his grey prison jumper. Next thing, the door, boom, it's come in. Now, there used to be these two screws, Mr. Hill and Mr. Mason. If you've ever been to Stafford, and back in what, like 1998, you know, you'd know these two. Mr. Hill was massive, big kid from Stoke, and so was Mr. Mason. He was like a, you know, he called himself the Bulldog, bit of a bully. The pair of them were, you know, go around like just like fronting everyone, and they were young, like game screws, so you know they were up for it. But yeah, they've come burst on our pad, you know, only because of all the commotion that was going on out the windows. And they just froze. Oh, mate, got a line about a mile long. Our mate's had a green blanket with two plastic knife sides of it, just shoved under my pillow. Right, so they've come in, bang, a towel on the floor straight away, strip search. I know what's going on. I've done this a million times before. More outside, stand on the towel, and it's one item of clothing off each time, so top off, bam, 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 back on, kicks off. That's how it goes. Now I'm halfway through the strip search, and I can't stop laughing because this Geordie kid's got his hands folded and he's walking around the park going, "How are you, man? You're not searching me, like I'm never giving up, like." And I went here. I was just laughing, and I can remember Mr. Mason going, "Geez, what you find funny there, more?" And I'm like, I haven't got an answer for him, know what I mean? I was nothing on me anyway. I get stood to one side. Well, my thing is, he's not like giving it. He's not showing out, this kid now. This Geordie kid, he doesn't want to get serious. I don't blame him. He's got a bra on. The kid's got a bra on. He's standing there and he go, "Look." I remember Mr. Hill saying, "Look, it's either the easy way or the hard way, lad. You know, it's up to you." "How are you, man? Hooky." No, big I was just laughing my head off. Anyway, he took his top, obviously he took his top off first, and he's standing there with his bra on, and he's like, what have you got on there? He's going, "How are you, man? It's me gym vest. It bloody sunk in the wash, like." He said, "No, lad, you're nicked. For having an unauthorised article." This is what he got nicked for, right? He got nicked for having an unauthorised article in the shell, namely a pair of women's bras. Oh, God, he was getting ripped left, right and centre when he was down the block. I think he got a bit of CC, bit of a fine, a couple of days loss. But that wasn't, you know, all that, you could suffer that. It was just the shame of like walking around the shell with a pair of bras on. Yeah, so anyway, I'm coming right off me little message there. Just don't even know what I was talking about yet. Just started Joe and having a little bit of an update on that. But yeah, so they're the mad things you get up to. I've got a few mad stories. If you're up for listening to a few, I don't mind sharing a few crazy stories. That is true, and I think if you laugh at yourself, you'll always find things funny, because it's not about putting other people down. You know, I've done things, and I think, you know, some of the stuff I've done, I can laugh at, you know what I mean, and I can share, and people can identify, "Oh, you know what, mate, I done that." Isn't that mad? You know, the man who just wants to put other people down and hate on others and dislike everybody and resent the world, it's just, you know, you're just gonna pass through life and you're gonna be a miserable, like, lonely person. So, you know, don't be that person. Don't do that. Got a few. I remember when I was in Vietnam. Here's a story for you, right? I'm in Vietnam, Hanoi. I met this girl in Thailand, and I fell in love. I'd fall in love with a cheese buzzy. If he smiles at me, it's on. Wedding bells, the lot. I was emotionally immature, and this is where I was going with it. I fell in love. She was married, she was gorgeous, and she showed me loads of attention. I was teased but pleased, and it broke up. It ended. Pretty bad for me, because I couldn't cope with the feelings. I had about 250 quid left. I was coming to the end of my trip in Thailand. I'd been there for like 4 or 5 months, and I decided just to escape to Vietnam for the last week of the holiday, and then shoot back to the UK. bad mistake. Went to Vietnam, landed in Hanoi. First thing that's happened, I'm at the airport and I've got all these Vietnamese soldiers smiling at me because I've got a British passport. Going, yeah, Gary Glitter, leader at the back. And I never knew, right, at the time, that Gary Glitter, at that moment, that week, of being arrested, he was all over the news. You know, I've got a UK passport, so I'm thinking, what the, you know, oh yeah, Gary, Sean Gary, you know what I mean? Didn't know him, never met him, got no affiliation with him. Just trying to get a bit of a, you know, a few brownie points off the Vietnamese. But anyway, ends up in this little Hanoi. Spent all the dough that I had there. The minute I got there, I wanted to leave. I wanted to go back. I wanted to go back to the UK. And it was just a nightmare. But I was in this cafe every day because I couldn't eat the Vietnamese cuisine. It was quite horrible. It was all dogs and crap, and wasn't my cup of tea. It was nasty, to be honest. But if you go from Thailand where everyone's smiling and the food's incredible and it's amazing and it's all spicy and you know you got loads of different flavors, and then you go to Vietnam and it's bland and people are not smiling and you can see the hardship in the face and it reflects in the character and the way they behave towards you, and you know I felt like I was an enemy when I was there. It was horrible. You know, I was sitting in this cafe every day for the first couple of days just feeling like really crap about myself. I'm in a bucket full of feelings. You know, can't cope with the relationship breakup. I don't know how to deal with it, really. I don't, you know, what do we do? Do we act out? I was just crying a lot, just sobbing all the time, big snot bubbles and everything. Just didn't know how to deal with anything like that. And this Vietnamese fella sat next to me, used to feed me all the time, you know, sandwiches. I'd just stick it to the safe bet, like, and just have a butty. And he said to me, do you want to learn? You know, we spoke good English. He asked me, did I want to make $8,000? I was like, yeah, okay, $8,000. What's going on here? What you want from me for $8,000? He said, look, my sister, she's got a husband in the UK. She needs to be married to a British citizen. If you could marry her of convenience until she gets over there, she'll split, go back to a fella, and she's, you know, she can become a resident of the UK. And I was thinking, oh, okay, and you're going to give me $8,000 for this? Yeah. I said, she's gorgeous. Right, she is gorgeous. Right, stunning. This is what he's telling me. She's stunning. I'm thinking, okay, I don't mind. Like, having to, like, marry this bear for a couple of years and play the husband role for £8 as well. So he said, all right, yeah, sounds, yeah. He said, I'll bring it tomorrow. I'll introduce you to her. And I was like, sounds. The next day, I was like quite keen to meet her. Very excited. I was up, a little bit of aftershave on, put my best clothes on, thinking, wow, I'm going to get on with this bear. Super sound. Seen her. The minute I saw her, I thought, oh my God. She looked like something off the Discovery Channel, right? And I'm not being judgmental here. She had these big, buggy eyes, right? Big, out, horrible, just like mad, desperate look in her face. And I was thinking, wow, whoa, every day, mate. You know, I was like, but like acting cool, you know, terminally hip and fatally cool and shit. And then, oh yeah, chance, I can't wait to marry her, mate. And when do we get me dough and all that? He said, well, we'll get you dough once you shine. You know, you go to the registry office and do all the bits and bobs and get the embassy. And I was like, oh, all right. Only had 2 days left. I told him he had 3. So I'm not telling him. You know, I hadn't paid for nothing all week, by the way. You know, come to the last 2 days, I was like, yeah, we'll do it on the Wednesday. But I was leaving on the Tuesday. And that's what I did. I just left on the Tuesday. So, yeah, a few mad stories that I've had going on. That's not even half of the things that have happened to me. So, I might sit here and just chat about random episodes in my life if you're up for that. Thanks for listening anyway. Take care.